The most happening event of December is here. Today we are here at the 49th annual cake show, and this event happens every year, where a number of cakes have been lined up. The huge cakes, and today we have around 25 cakes. And as I was walking through before we were recording this, what inspired me were the new Parliament building and the Chandrayaan. And surprisingly, we also had the government's Shakti scheme. We had a separate cake with that, and the detailing. The detailing on all the cakes is something that has been appreciated by everybody over here. I heard the audience is talking about it as well. And all these cakes were curated by Institute of Baking and Cake Art and My Baker Smart. So let's talk to Manish Kaur, the man behind all these cakes. We have with us Manish Kaur, the director of IBCA, and also the baker who has helped in making all these cakes. So let's talk to him to know more about how this whole exhibition was planned and how these cakes were made. So sir, can you tell us, we have seen that students were also involved in this making of the cake. So can you tell us about that? How many people were involved and how was it?
So we as a team are about 20 plus, and which involves students, which also involves the trainers because they are the ones supporting as well. And also we have our own in-house cake artists. So some of the work we do throughout the year, and that's something that we are known for because come Christmas, we make a lot of these sugar art, which lots of bakers do buy from us. So we, as a training space, teach. We also kind of support the baking industry. Now, when you talk about the cake exhibition, we challenge ourselves mostly, because every year we are kind of trying to see what is it that is required for the market. It's not us, because we can create. Okay, I can be a cobbler one day and I can be a tailor another day. So we can create, but we use materials which are edible, mostly sugar based, and this is something that we are working towards. Creating something new every year. Like this year, if you see the alligator and the water effect, it's a jelly, and it's a set jelly, which is like a melt and pour. It's like soap making or candle making. You just pick up the base and then you melt and use it. So we've created that this year.
Okay. Also, sir, how are these cakes conceptualized? How do you shortlist that this is going to be the theme? Like you mentioned about the materials. So do you change the techniques or the materials that you use? How do you do that? And when does your work start? How long does it take that also?
So about 4 months is what we kind of take ahead in terms of the planning. But some base, I think, realities we get to know right after the exhibition. That means we review ourselves, what is it that was attractive enough for people. Then 4 months before, we actually start planning, and then we do sketches, sometimes also 3D sketch. Like the main building is 3D sketched by us by taking tools. We then understand what is the sizing we want, because otherwise it's difficult. Because each of those are nothing but plates that we have to make. We have to shape the molds. We have to actually create silicone molds and everything to create many of these structures. So this is exactly what we do. The challenge mostly is in terms of creating the concept, keeping in mind the real factors. If I have to create a character, how realistic that I can create. So those are the challenge. Now, if you see the Durga, the Shakti, now the Shakti has a lot of Shastra, and we have tried giving her all those as well. Now, when we look at any of these themes, now the bird for that matter, the macaw, even the feathers are with wafer paper.
Okay.
So if you see the wafer paper is used here, it's used in terms of making the leaves and the dress of the Barbie.
Oh, okay.
So it's the same edible rice paper or the wafer, but how we can recreate into different forms.
Material.
Yeah, the material is the same. Here we have used with print, there we have just given a curl. And here we've done hand painted with food colors.
Oh, okay.
And then scissor cut and things
then,
like that.
yeah.
So everything is like an art form, which we probably absorb from different art forms. Like we have to learn paper art to kind of create something like this.
Yeah. Also, so what were the challenges that you faced while making all these cakes? Like how you have mentioned that, in terms of materials and everything. So what were some of the challenges that your team and
I think again I can point out some of the things like Durga this year. I think there was a little bit of rains when we kind of started, and there was sweating which was happening. So we had to immediately have this room heated up and keep it warm and such. So I think the most difficult time is the rains. Then it is the cold weather. So even now through the night you see the weather is so cold. We have to keep these lights on. So no doubt in the day for people to view, but in the night for the cakes itself, because the sugar has a tendency to absorb. So mostly it is this as a challenge, nothing else, because it's only the weather which is more challenging.
also because these cakes were, a lot of teamwork must have happened into making all these cakes and other things. So, what were some of the core things that happened while you were preparing these cakes?
I think with the students we were having the challenge of the design. With our artists, some of them, the sugar art, some of them, they could not understand which has to go where and things like that. So that's where the trainers come in, and that's where we, or probably the designs that we have kind of sketched, comes in, and we kind of say, okay, you have to go back into doing this. So I think these have been the basic challenge, which is like every year that we face this challenge, because the students are changing, they are different, and for us to make them understand the largeness of this, because making a cake is mostly about making for a celebration which is about a kilo, 2 kilos or 5 kilos. But imagine if it is about 100 kilos and 150 kilos, how would they perceive that? So that's where the challenge comes from.
Also, so which is your favorite among all these things? Is there any particular one that you really liked?
I think I have literally had fun with most of them. Of course, the faces there I created for the free bus, and my expression was there in that part of the cake is only because it was meme that we were trying to kind of showcase. I like the dogs as well because I think I'm a pet lover and I kind of relate to the dogs. And one of the point of the dog which my associate did mention was the oxytocin, which is a chemical release from the dogs, which is basically spreading love. And that's where we took that concept with a wedding couple on top. So you can see the thought that goes behind this.
And sir, can you tell us about Chandrayaan? This was, of course, one of the major things that happened in the country this year. So how was
this
it?
And the new parliament also. So I think we took the parliament more because we have had different structures in the past, which used to be churches as well as certain monuments of the past. But we said, why not present monument, which of course made more sense for us. But making the Chandrayaan is completely. I saw my father tearing. At that point when it landed, I could see him kind of tear at that time. So I said it's a touch point. It's the touch point for everybody. I mean, we can speak or sing about moon, but this reached the moon at a certain point. So I think that's what gave all of us. The entire team was excited. Okay, we are working with the Chandrayaan.
No, I have been coming this cake exhibition for past very long years. I think this one, what I attended here, this is very unique actually. There's, I can say, a lot of work is done in all these cakes, and there's so many details, and it's been very eye-catching. I think this here cake exhibition is very perfect.
Which is your favorite cake?
My favorite one is that Chandrayan. And there's one frozen, no?
Yeah.
There's that cake that is also very good.
Is there a particular reason why it's a favorite?
No, since I'm in the artistic field, in that art field, so I can finalize and I can create that design and all. So I can go on with that. So I can visualize how the details has been captured. So they have done very well in that. I think everything is perfect. I think I love the most in the Chandrayan and this. So one who have done this, no, they are ready to go through them. It's very good.
From since I've been a kid. Now this more of theme based, I think. Current this one they have executed, it's very nice. More of character based and the realistic, all this parliament and things, everything is good actually.
So can you tell us over the years what changes did you see because you've been visiting for so long?
So long, those days we used to stand in a queue to watch this, but now since the crowd has become less, I should say, and it's more accessible. We used to be literally standing in the queues to come inside itself. It used to take hours, but now it's not so. It is very like easily accessible to everyone. There's no queue and all as such.
Tell us how was the exhibition? What did you
Nice.
like? Is there any favorite cake of yours?
Yeah,
Which one?
Which is your favorite? Tell
that one.
The elephant, the jumbo one.
The Durga.
Oh, you like the goddess one.
Yes.
Okay, what about you? Which was your
Little Mario.
and why do you like it?
I like to play with it.
Oh, so you've been playing with Mario?
Yeah.
And how was the overall exhibition?
Yeah, it's nice.
Was this your first time?
No, many times I have come here.
Every year we zoom.
Oh, so,
Yeah.
okay. What about you?
I love that Chandrayaan
You also like the Chandrayaan? Why?
because that symbol was nice to see.
It was beautiful actually. Each of the cake is theme based. All the special events of this year has been crafted into cakes and it was so amazing to watch. It was an eye treat. And what I liked most about all the cake was an attention to details. Yeah, and each and every cake had so much of attention. The designs, the theme was awesome. It was awesome. It was
Are
great.
you looking forward to the next year's?
Yeah, sure. I'm also looking forward to many achievements from India so that it can be themed here for the cake.
49வது எக்ஸிபிஷன் பீன் மீன் பெங்களூரில் இருந்த தொட்டு சீன் a lot of எக்ஸிபிஷன் முன்னாடி முதல்ல வந்து இட் நெவர் யூஸ் டு பி ஸோ கமர்ஷியல் ஐ மீன் இட் வாஸ் ஒன்லி கேக் ஷோ தான் இருந்தது இப்போ வந்து தேவ் எக்ஸ்பேண்டட் எக்ஸிபிஷன் மாதிரி பண்ணியிருக்காங்க என்னென்னா த தீம்ஸ் ஹவ் இன்க்ரீஸ்டு நிறைய புது தீம் தட்ஸ் அட்ராக்டிவ் but there are few things like they've made it more commercial. That means the entrance ticket has been increased year by year, so it is not people who are in the middle class, they will have trouble coming and seeing adu or prachana. Otherwise earlier St. Joseph's in the ground la vandu earlier it was not there. It used to be in a small thing. Today being the first day, the crowd is less. It will gain popular over the weekend. There will be more footfall. So I see that it will be more. People are now, they want some entertainment. So it's a year end. So a lot of, leave irukatottu nariya offices will be closed and children's have vacation. I'm expecting a lot of people will come and have fun. So I liked Lego and the Parliament House. I think still some of them can be better. I think they'll improve over a period of time over the feedback.
So sir, can you tell us how was this event organized? When did you start preparing it? And how did you plan the whole event?
एक्चुअली हम लोग यहाँ पे 3.5-4 मंथ से केक प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं. अभी जो आप यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं पूरे 250 टन का केक है जो पार्लियामेंट है. उसके बाद आप नेक्स्ट वन देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे है वो जो केक है वेडिंग केक है, वो भी काफ़ी मेहनत से इधर बनाया गया है क्योंकि उसमें हर एक चीज़ भी बारीकी से आपको देखने की चीज़ है क्योंकि हर एक चीज़ भी थोड़ी एकदम क्या बोलते हैं क्रिटिकल ऐसे है कि आपको उतना बड़ा एक वेडिंग केक बनाने में काफ़ी समय लग जाएगा क्योंकि 4 मंथ्स बहुत काफ़ी होते हैं और 14,500 पीपल वर्क किए इसके ऊपर. मतलब आप समझ सकते हैं कि 25 केक पे इतने सारे हज़ार आदमी इधर काम किए बोले तो आपको एक से सुनते ही ताजुब होगा क्योंकि मैं आपको बताता हूँ कैसे होगा क्योंकि हर एक चीज़ भी अलग अलग जगह पे बनती है और उसको यहाँ पे लेकर आकर जोड़ा गया है. मतलब ये नहीं है कि एक जगह पे एक केक बना दिया बस लेके आके ऐसे रख दिया, ऐसे कुछ नहीं है. हर जगह से अलग अलग से लेके आना पड़ता है. तो इतने आदमी का मेहनत लगा हुआ है. हर एक पे भी काफ़ी मेहनत लगने के बावजूद इतना केक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हुआ है. और यहाँ पे एग्जीबिशन है ना हर साल पे हम चलाते हैं. 49 ईयर से चला रहे हैं. अभी तो फ़िलहाल आज हमारा दिसंबर 15 को स्टार्ट हुआ है. जनवरी 1 तक इवेंट रहेगा. जो भी आके देखना चाहते हैं इधर यूबी सिटी के आगे आके इंडियन हाई स्कूल ग्राउंड पे हमारा एग्जीबिशन है, आके देख सकते हैं जैसे कि आप देख रहे हैं. और हमारा एक नया कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है इस बार जो ने सरकार ने महिला के लिए जो नया बस फ्री दिया है महिला शक्ति स्कीम, आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ का एक लोकल रूट का बस हमने नंबर प्लेट के साथ और रूट का नाम भी लिया हुआ है कि सिटी मार्केट से लेके नीलसंद्रा तक आप ट्रैवल कर सकते हैं और फ्री में. सिर्फ लेडीज़ के लिए आधा बस बना के हैं. आप देख सकते हैं बहुत ही बेहतर बना हुआ है.
हाँ, so यहाँ यहाँ पे आप लोगों ने डिटेलिंग और ये सब चीज़ों पे काफ़ी अच्छे से फोकस किया। और मुझे ये भी आपसे पूछना था कि ये केक आप इतने जैसे 15 दिन तक इसको आपको रखना पड़ता है कि डिकम्पोज ना हो जाए, ख़राब ना हो जाए, तो उसके लिए क्या मेजर्स लिए जाते हैं या आप लोग वो सारी चीज़ें कैसे मेंटेन करते हो?
देखिए, एक तो उसके अंदर केमिकल भी यूज़ किया होता है और आप देख रहे हैं हर केक के पास लाइट लगा हुआ है। इस लाइट के टेम्परेचर की वजह से वो ना वो मेल्ट होगा, ना अगर वो टाइट भी हो सकता है, जैसे है वो वैसे ही रहेगा। इसीलिए उसका जो टेम्परेचर के लिए लाइट लगवाया है। जैसे ही आदमी लोग देखेंगे पता चलता है कि क्या देखेंगे, लाइट देख रहे हैं तो समझेंगे उसके फोकस के लिए दिए हैं। हम फोकस के लिए नहीं दिए हैं, उसका टेम्परेचर चाहिए, इतना टेम्परेचर के लिए बोल के हम सेटिंग करके वो लाइट्स लगा के रखे हैं।
ओके, तो यहाँ पे आप लोगों ने काफ़ी प्लानिंग से एक एक चीज़ें करनी पड़ती है कि इन टर्म्स ऑफ लाइट कहाँ से विजिटर्स जा रहे हैं, केक को किस तरीके से
एंट्री होना है, कहाँ से एग्ज़िट होना है, हर एक तो प्लान बनाना पड़ता है ना मैम, क्योंकि इतना बनाएंगे तभी तो इतना बेहतर बन सकता है ना हमारा इवेंट जो है।
और आपने यहाँ पे कौन से मटेरियल्स यूज़ किए हैं ये सारी केक्स में, और इस पूरे केक शो का मोटो थीम क्या होता है?
मोटो थीम देखिए, अभी आप मटेरियल पूछ रहे थे तो इसमें हद से ज़्यादा शुगर को इस्तेमाल किया हुआ है। बाकी सब तो केक के लिए जो भी इस्तेमाल करते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ पे ज़्यादातर शुगर करते हैं, क्योंकि शुगर में क्या होता है एकदम मजबूत रहता है, मतलब इसको हार्डली बनाना पड़ता है। जैसे कि आप समझते हैं जो बेकरी में ख़रीद के जो खाते हैं ना, सॉफ्टनेस नहीं रहेगा, हार्डनेस रहेगा, तो इसके लिए इधर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शुगर इस्तेमाल करते हैं। और जो कॉन्सेप्ट जो हैं ये बच्चों के लिए ख़ास तौर हम बनाते हैं। एवरी ईयर कुछ ना कुछ तो स्पेशल बनाते हैं। आप देख सकते हैं कि वहाँ का जो जितना भी लाइन है एकदम बच्चों के लिए ही अट्रैक्शन है। जितना भी पार्लियामेंट एक छोड़ के आप जितना भी देखेंगे हिस्टोरिकल रहेगा और बच्चों के लिए एक एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए बनाते हैं।
सो ये सारी केक्स की प्लेसमेंट, ये सब का कोई प्लानिंग होता है, कोई रीज़न होता है कि यहाँ पे इस सेक्शन में पार्लियामेंट है, इधर सारे हिस्टोरिकल इम्पोर्टेंस है, यहाँ पे बच्चों का कुछ ऐसे स्पेसिफिक इम्पोर्टेंस है क्या?
बेसिकली करते हैं हम, क्योंकि जैसे ही बड़े लोग आएंगे ना तो उनको कुछ अलग से देखने के लिए मिले जो वो देखना चाहते हैं। उसके बाद बाकी सब रहता है बच्चों के लिए। बच्चों के लिए आप देख सकते हैं, और हम हिस्टोरिकल जो भी है लेके आते हैं, एक नया कॉन्सेप्ट लेके आते हैं। जैसे कि ख़त्म होने वाला है, वहाँ पे क्या करते हैं चिल्ड्रंस के लिए एक स्पेशल बना देते हैं, और इन सब के बीच में एक भगवान का हमेशा हर साल पे हम वास्तु के मुखांतर इधर बनाते हैं, एक भगवान का एक मूर्ति बनाते हैं। एकदम आप देख सकते हैं जितने भी आप देख रहे हैं उसमें एक थोड़ा एक्सीलेंट एक्स्ट्रा अट्रैक्शन रहता है। उस कॉर्नर पे जो पीस रहता है ना टोटली डिफरेंट रहता है और सेंटर में रहता है, बीच के हिस्से में रहता है।
तो ये वास्तु के अकॉर्डिंगली बिकॉज ऑफ दैट वहाँ पे एक गॉडेस को रखा जाता है कंपलसरी एवरी ईयर,
हर ईयर रखते हैं हम लोग।
तो ऐसे कोई स्पेसिफिक केक्स है जैसे गॉड का एक होता है, आई थिंक बच्चों के एक दो चीज़ें के
आप देख रहे थे गणेश भगवान जी को बनाए हुए थे हम लोग। इस ईयर हम आप देख रहे हैं सरस्वती जी को बनाए हैं, इससे पहले काली माता को बनाए हुए थे। ऐसे अलग अलग भगवान को एवरी ईयर टोटली थोड़ा डिफरेंट रहेगा, क्योंकि एवरी ईयर आते हैं केक शो हमारा देखने के लिए। 49 ईयर से इधर चला रहे हैं। वजह यह है कि हम कॉन्सेप्ट अलग लेते हैं, एक ही कॉन्सेप्ट को रिपीट नहीं करते हम लोग। जो भी करते हैं इस ईयर कर दिए बस ख़त्म हो गया, अगले ईयर आएगा नया कॉन्सेप्ट भी आएगा हमारा।
As you could see, all the 25 cakes have been made with amazing precision. But after the December 13th Lok Sabha security breach, the new parliament seems to be my favorite. And apart from the breach, because of the little details, like I can actually read Satyameva Jayate and everything in this building, which makes it even more appealing to me. This was the first time that I actually saw such huge cakes, and I think if you are in Bangalore, you should definitely, all the Bangaloreans should come here. And if you have missed the chance of taking a picture with Chandrayaan or having a memorable Shakti scheme thing, you can come here and take selfies. This event is going to happen, it has started on December 15th and it will go on until January 1st. It's open from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. in the night. So do visit and let us know in the comments once you visited, how was your experience. This is Akshata Mehta reporting for Daily Salar Digital. Like, comment and subscribe to Daily Salar Digital for more such updates.